When I launched the Man Gang just over a year ago, it was launched with the aim of helping one bloke, that bloke that sent me that message that said I need help. Since then, we've kind of held that as our motto. We just want to reach just one bloke and help them come to terms with whatever it is that's troubling them, and not to make a permanent decision over a temporary problem. We launched our third group, which was over in Eastleigh, and we were getting 20 guys turning up at our initial group in Romsey, and we were getting 20 guys turning up week on week over at our new group in Eastleigh, and we were starting to really get some good traction and really get some good interaction going with these guys. They were coming back week on week, telling their friends, and that's our mission now, is to help the next bloke. So we're always looking for the next man that might be struggling and can benefit from our brotherhood. We haven't created this thing for any fame or fortune or to fuel any egos. Fundamentally, I don't want anybody to go through what I've been through personally, with the loss of a close friend through suicide, and seeing the devastation that was left on his family after that act. I really wouldn't wish that upon anybody, and if we could stop just the next man from doing that, then it'll be a job well done.
So what's become apparent for me is that our traditional support networks, male support networks, football, pub, work, do provide a function. They are useful. You belong to your job maybe, or you don't belong, you feel as if you don't belong. You belong to your football team, or you don't like other football teams. You know, there's all those contrasts that a man can relate or get involved with. But maybe the thing about Man Gang is the difference may be that you belong to a group that you can feel that you belong to, and the difference is that you don't feel judged.
And then that fateful day in March when the Prime Minister came on the news.
We will beat the coronavirus, and we will beat it together. And therefore, I urge you, at this moment of national emergency, to stay at home, protect our NHS, and save lives.
I thought that was going to be the end of Man Gang, so we quickly had to adapt, because straight away the anxiety levels that the nation started experiencing about the whole COVID pandemic, you could feel it in the streets, in every interaction that you're having with everybody. Yeah, it was a really strange place to be, so we knew we had to carry on. So we quickly adapted, and we started launching Zoom meetings. And it was nothing unusual. Everybody soon moved onto Zoom, onto a platform that probably nobody had heard of. And then our lives started to be almost overtaken by it. So we started doing our meetings, we started interacting over Zoom. We've got a WhatsApp group that keeps running in the background, so we almost have a 24/7 support network that we've got in place. But the effect that this is having, and we notice this in the group every week. We've had a raft of new guys turning up, guys that may have survived the furlough situation. They may have got through the first bits of the pandemic on their savings and bits and pieces, and now things are starting to dwindle out, and their anxiety levels are starting to rise as well. And yeah, we're getting these guys coming in, and they don't know which way to turn.
Break the border and have both sides make use of this. A couple of ladies.
Evening everyone, are we all good to start? Yes, good start.
Try and communicate in an easy way to understand and manner. Avoid the use of acronyms and jargon related to a specific role or position in society.
Participation. The more you participate, the more you will get out of the session. This should not feel like an unwelcome pressure. It's to find a pass on any activity.
We don't offer any solutions. We don't try and fix these broken men. That's not what we're about. We're there to support these guys and to create this community spirit. And if we can get these guys to talk about what's troubling them, if we can get these guys to normalise what's troubling them, then we can get through it. Because life is still going on behind all the pandemic stuff. We've still got the niggles that we might have had before, with relationship problems, with problems with our children, maybe with our families, with everything that causes us problems in our day-to-day life. And isolation is a real big factor in all this.
But like I say, listening now and hearing some of you guys say, I'm just here to listen.
Yeah.
That's give me peace of mind.
I think the beauty is as well, we can't predict the future, mate. Do you know what I mean? We don't know what's going to happen.
No.
You don't know what's going to happen in the next 2 weeks until you next
you're
come
right.
back. So.
Yeah.
It's an amazing thing to witness. And their reconnection to the group again, and to society, instead of feeling as if they're in a cave, in a hole, in a dark place. It's just incredible. I hope everyone experiences it at some time, because it's such a wonderful thing to experience. This is after listening to the men that turn up and their fears of it being professional, their fears of not coming to something if it's NHS driven or it's commercially driven.
I hope that every single person out there that's maybe not drinking too much or is giving themselves a hard time or giving a partner a hard time finds their way to a group like this. Yeah. But I still think it's just as important to recognise the people that have come here.
They've set the level. If somebody wants to be part of the gang, then they've got to be open and they've got to be honest. And once they start being open and honest, they realise they're not alone, and they can actually become this better person, the best version of themselves.